And welcome to the 2022 11 and under opening game as North Philly Blackhawks come out with a bang against the #1 team in the nation, and they go up quick and early with only seconds being taken off the clock. Wow. Whoa. Welcome to the show. Point after 10, rolls out. He's all by himself, and they make it look easy. 8-0 with only, I want to say, 9:41 left in the first quarter. We didn't get a minute into the game, and North Philly is up over the #1 team in the nation. So let's go ahead and share the live. Let America tune in. It's time to rock and roll. And the kickoff, he'll field it. 20 gets up there, still on his feet. It's a foot race. And wide open. And the #1 team in the nation returns the favor. No flags on the play. Touchdown! TMT money team. SCD Wolverines even the score quickly. Well, they don't even. It's 6-8. But man, kick-off return, and they have the stadium jumping here at the YNC. They have the stadium jumping as they bought the neighborhood. Kickoff, he'll field it. 20 gets up there, still on his feet. It's a foot race, and wide open. And so a very important. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, remember these are 10-minute quarters. We're still at 9 minutes and 27 seconds in the first quarter, and sparks are flying on all sides of the football field. So the momentum has changed quickly from North Philly back over to SED quickly, as the body language has changed for both of the teams. One positive, one negative. Momentum is wearing, oh, snap is over the head. And he'll just need to cover it up. Extra point is no good. So with 9 minutes and 27 seconds in the first quarter, your score is 8-6, North Philly over SCD Wolverines. And welcome to the 2022 11 and under First and 10. North Philly. SED shows blitz. Handoff to the right-hand side. He has room. Breaks the tackle once again. Physical run. Plows his way across the line of scrimmage. Number 4 with the first down run for 12 yards. In between the tackles, reminiscent of an old school back called Jerome Bettis. No fakes, no nothing, just power football. Number 4 is tapping his helmet like he needs to come out to the sideline real quick. They'll switch number 4 out. They'll switch in a running back in to number 6. Big collision. And that'll probably be about a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8. For North Philly. North Philly with the lead right now, 8-6. They go out on their opening drive and score easily against SED Wolverines. Wolverines showing blitz once again. Handoff right up the middle. Strong run once again, plowing for maybe a couple. And that'll bring up about 3rd and 5. And you can see the style of this North Philly offense. Really a lunch pail type of group of kids that's going to run right at you. They're going to do their sugar huddle, their version of it. They will not go to a huddle. They'll call it from the line of scrimmage, really trying to prevent subbing on the defense. SED seems to be ready, though. Quarterback rolls to the right, has room, and complete on the pass. And so that will bring up 4th down. Decision time for North Philly. Thank you for joining us right here on Generation X Youth Sports Network. It's the Youth National Championships, as we'll have exciting football every day this week as we go through these brackets and see who is really the top team in the nation. They'll do a hard count trying to get SED to jump off sides. Coach is sending in a play now. SED showing discipline, not jumping off sides at all. 4th down here. Quarterback rolls to the right. He throws deep. And he's going to throw into coverage, and it's intercepted. It's coming back the other way. He's tripped up, and that might as well be a punt for North Philly, as SED will set up their offense around the 30-yard line. With 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter, your score is 8-6. North Philly over the number 1 team in the nation right now. America, check in right now. Do you think that this Philly team caught SED Wolverines off guard, coming down there and scoring so easily? Let's check in from around the nation right now. And let's share the live in the 11U groups and, of course, all the groups here, so we can get these kids a platform to let America tune in right now. Handoff right in the middle. Makes one play, miss. Nice move. Nice other move. He's off the races once again. Oh, man. They're showing you why they're the number 1 team in the nation right now, and no one's going to catch him. It's a track race. He's keeping pace. Oh, tripped up, but he'll walk in. Touchdown, Wolverines. Sheesh. Man, can we see that play again? Let's see how it happened at the line of scrimmage and how it opened up, because he never got touched at all. We'll check it out after this point after attempt. Your score is 12-8, but he literally did not get touched at all. Excellent blocking up front. Throws it to the corner once again. And incomplete, so it's no good. But your score right now is 12-8 with 7 minutes and 1 second left in the first quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, we haven't gotten out the first quarter. And when I tell you, we got highlights to last you, so we can get these kids a platform to let America tune in right now. Handoff right in the middle. Makes one play, miss. Nice move. It's a second cut. Then just turns on the afterburners. Oh, man. That is just vision, cutback ability, and acceleration. It's a track race. He's keeping pace. Oh, tripped up.
And was able to keep his balance.
Touchdown.
And you see that replay right here as turn up time on the YNC sidelines and bleachers, in each stadium, or I should say each field has its own little mini stadium, press box, fans, bleachers. And let me tell you, the fans have poured in here to catch these nighttime matchups. Of course, we got some 14U matchups, some 12U matchups going on right now, but nothing better right now than this 11 and under matchup between North Philly and Southeast Dallas Wolverines. Wolverines going out there scoring in quick fashion, one on the kick return and one from the first play from scrimmage. They can do no wrong right now, 12-8 as they go up over this North Philly team. And fair catch on the play, so he cannot advance it. Once he waved his hand, that was it. He gave himself up. So the ball is dead at the spot where he caught it. So North Philly will set up their offense, which we got to look at it 2 times. First drive, they came out here 2 plays and scored. And second drive, some tough running right up the middle of the interior of their offense, but threw an interception on 4th down. And SED made them pay for it on the very next ensuing play. A 81-yard touchdown by SED, running back right up the middle for a gorgeous touchdown. Handoff to the right-hand side. Once again, physical run. And North Philly will run the football right at you. That'll be about a gain of 4. That's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Blackhawks. Big tackle in the backfield. Quarterback back to pass. Throws it to the flats. It's complete. Still on his feet. Gets a block. And that'll be enough for a first down. They move the chains. Handoff right up the middle. Makes a player miss. Handoff right up the middle. He has room, accelerates, and they'll move the chains once again as this North Philly offense is showing its methodical drive that they're putting together. Trips receiver to the top of the screen, handoff right up the middle. And he'll be hit at the line of scrimmage. Not a lot of room there. Maybe a gain of 1. Strong defense by SED right there. Inside shuffle pass. Still on his feet, cuts it in. Still on his feet, and he accelerates. Still on his feet. And this kid is special. And welcome to the national stage over here at North Philly, dragging team players with him down the field. Man. First and 10 once again for North Philly, putting a drive together, quarterback sneak, and they push. And what a good game plan. They're still on the feet, forward progress, some yak yards. So this ball will be spotted close to around the 1 yard line as North Philly just really putting on an excellent drive against this Wolverines defense. Timeout called by Philly. They want to make sure they take advantage of this opportunity. So 2nd and goal coming up for North Philly. Minute and 49 seconds left in the first quarter, 12-8. SED Wolverines over North Philly Blackhawks. Blackhawks threatening to score at the 1 yard line. 2nd and goal. Quarterback's under center. The quarterback sneak. He'll try to squeeze to the right-hand side. They do not signal any touchdown, so it looks like it will be 3rd and goal. Oh, and they signal touchdown. They dig him up from out of the pile. And this North Philly Blackhawks team is for real. Their first touchdown was not a fluke. This was a drive that they methodically put together against this SED Wolverines team, and your score is now 14-12. They regained the lead. Touchdown, North Philly. And who would have thought coming into this game against this SED Wolverines that North Philly would find out such an effective offense that they're running right at SED. Rolls out to the right for point after attempt, and it'll be no good, so the score will remain 14-12. 1 minute and 37 seconds left in the first quarter. So a lot of sparks flying here at the YNC opening day 11 and under action against the #1 team in the nation as they take on the North Philly Blackhawks, which from a media standpoint, a lot of people have not seen this team play. But what I can tell you, they have a special kid in the backfield and a very poised quarterback. And with the combination of those two, anything can happen. And you know, on the other side of all the dynamic weapons that this SED Wolverines offensively has, of course, one of the younger wide receivers, but probably one of the best in his age group, #3. And, of course, you just saw the speed put on at the running back position. And a great quarterback for SED, so a lot of weapons for them. So, listen, get your popcorn, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a great game down to the wire. I can definitely tell you that. These teams are not afraid of each other. And if they're coming out the gate like this, then it's going to come down to these coaches who can actually see how they can put a stop on one of these offenses. Deep kick. It'll take one bounce. He'll feel it. And this is one who took it back before. And let me tell you, this kid is special itself. And you can just feel it in the air. If he hits the open field, man, small in size but big in surprise. #12 will give you that pum real quick. Hand off left-hand side, makes one cut back to the middle. And you can see the explosiveness at these skill possessions for this SED Wolverines offense. SED in shotgun, handoff once again. Hand up at the middle. And he's just a shoestring away from hitting that open field again. And there he's off to the races once again, open field. Nobody's going to catch this kid. Look at that speed as the Wolverines make it look easy. And, man, you want to see this play again because what happens at this SED Wolverines offensive line, they're opening up holes so large, the running backs are not getting touched all the way into the second level. And let's look at this play together right after, for this point after attempt. Handoff right up the middle. And he'll be stood up and refused, so extra point is no good. There's a flag on the play. And I think it's going to be a legal substitution on defense, so they'll get another chance at this. They'll move it half the distance, and they'll get to retry this extra point. But after this extra point, I just want to show you guys some things from this line of scrimmage standpoint, that the success of this SED offense is that this offensive line play has been phenomenal. And this time he'll walk it in. Extra point is good. And that extra point is a difference maker. And they regain the lead now. Still in the first quarter with all these sparks flying. 20-14 is your score, SED. Now let's take a look at this play now as you'll see. From the line of scrimmage, not get touched. And there he's open field, not a hand put on his jersey yet. And all he has to do is sprint to the offense. And you got to credit that to the offensive line and the offensive line coach of this SED Wolverines offense. Whenever you can get your running back into the second level like that without him being touched, man, it's going to be a long night for that defense. So right now I'm getting the feeling, ladies and gentlemen, whoever gets the ball last might be the winner of this game. But a pleasant surprise is to see what this Blackhawks offense brings to the table. And this is 11U that we really focused on two teams and thinking it was more or less a two-team race. It's not, ladies and gentlemen. You see this tournament progress, you're going to see competition all over this football field. Everybody brings their A game for nationals. So with 37 seconds left in the first quarter, you score 20-14. Straight action here. Number 5 with the reception. He had some blocks, turns it up, still on his feet. Big hit. And this is where North Philly will set up their offense once again. North Philly calls for the ball, handoff right up the middle, has some room once again, runs into a Powell. So you can just think between both teams, 34 points have been put up in one quarter by both of these teams, 20-14. And this is how you start a round one at the Youth National Championships. 34 points, ladies and gentlemen, between both of these teams in the first quarter. I got to tell you, it's lit over here at YNC, baby. It is lit. The park is full, or the complex is full. All 4 fields are full. Parents for SED, parents for North Philly. It's a movie. Handoff right up the middle. Has some block. Goes to the second level. And this kid is shifty as well. We're getting to see a treat of 2 running backs really just do their things, and 2 offensive lines really just do their thing as well. So that's going to bring up third and short. The difference between North Philly and SED is that SED has home run hitters. When they reach that second level, running backs, they're going. But look at the physical play of this line. Look at this push. Now, in that power, it looks like SED came up with the ball. Let's see the call. Let's see the call. Let's make it official here. So it looks like they'll have an offsides against SED. So on 12 players on for defense. So they'll march off 5 yards. False start against North Philly. Back them up 5 yards. Hitting the backfield. And now SED Wolverines defense trying to respond and make a difference and knock North Philly off of their what we call on-schedule offense. That'll bring up 2nd and long for North Philly. Almost looking like 2nd and 18. Quarterback back to pass, looks downfield, rolls to his right. He has some green in front of him. And flags are all over the football field. And that's usually in the area of holding. 2 flags. And that'll back them up an additional 10 yards if that's the case. So they'll go from 2nd and 18 if that penalty's accepted. They'll go to 2nd and 28. Let's see what the official call is. I have a ref up here in the box with me. I'm just waiting for the hand signals. That looks holding. And they accepted that. Okay, so blindside block, which will back North Philly up once again. And this might be the difference of the game because, like we were saying, these teams were trading blows. But when it comes to a team that, when they make this many mistakes, they're the 2nd in, let's say, almost 30 right now. They get off schedule. The way this SED offense is scoring, that could be the difference in the game. Because when you have a team like SED Wolverines, you have to be able to trade touchdowns for touchdowns with these guys. You cannot go back 30 and 40 yards and think you're going to compete because, honestly, they have not slowed this SED Wolverines offense down at all yet. So your best hope at this time is to trade blows with these guys. So a long audible they're giving in from the sideline. They'll be endangered of getting a delay, a game call on them now. Still haven't gotten the play off. Quarterback back to pass. Looks downfield. Pressure's there. Still looks downfield. Lets the ball go. Almost intercepted. And now this North Philly offense is off schedule, doing things that they really don't like. They're trying to hoist it up the middle of the field. And it's going to be punt time. And you got to be very careful about punting to these SED special team replay because they got 2 of the best in the game who can return the ball and take it to the house. So what do you do here? Do you kick it out of bounds? Do you squib kick it? You need to be very concerned about your punt team being able to come down there and cover these 2 punt returners for SED Wolverines. And score update, Bessemer Tigers defeated Duval Jags 10U 22-8. So the Jags go home. Oh, and he fumbles it. And he gets the ball back. But that was probably the best thing that North Philly could hope for. Here comes that SED Wolverines offense that has just been lights out tonight. From an execution standpoint, they've done everything they wanted to do. Handoff to the right-hand side. You see Mr. Electric once again. This kid just wants to rev it up and hit another gear. And it just looks like he's a little nicked up right now, rolling on the ground. I think he's a little injured. And that has to be a main concern for the Wolverines, as that is their guy, Mr. Electric. Third and short. Ball is on the ground, picks up, has some room, accelerates, makes something out of nothing. And man, he takes a busted play and almost turned that thing into a highlight reel. So that's 1st and 10, SED. Handoff right up the middle, off tackle once again. And let me tell you, this kid just is a highlight reel. Flags on the play. He is a highlight reel just waiting to happen. Mr. Exciting, this kid gets the handoff and he just runs at a different speed that you see the defenders, even with an angle, just go backwards. So face mask on the offense brings him back. Spot foul. Man, I love this kid from SED Wolverines. He's like the Ever Ready Bunny. This kid has got the same energy from when this game started to right now. You know, when you're playing Madden, you know, you give that a player 100, man, he got 100 on that speed vibe. Boom, handoff, cuts back the other way, makes a player miss. So what he's not going to give you is the big power runs, because that's not him. So, you know, when you're making that player, you're giving that, you got to give up something to get that 100 for speed, right? So you got to give up some of that power. So you at 65 or 50 on the power, but that speed is at 100. Trust that. And so SED has a couple of these small backs. So he comes out, and you see the style of backs at SED, and they haven't even thrown to their big-time receiver yet. A solid slant by the quarterback. And here's what people forget, that this SED Wolverines offense can pass. And look, if you look at the top of your screen, you look at this matchup, one of their best receivers, number 3, is at the top of the screen. They haven't even targeted him tonight. And they've really just been featuring their run game. That's where the big plays have come tonight. Haven't really just had, the quarterback hasn't stopped. They're going to show double blitz here. Quarterback back to pass. He'll need to step up in the pocket, and he still get rid of the ball. And still completes. And it seems like I ended up speaking this kid in existence. You haven't heard him until I talked about him. And you got to give all the credit to the quarterback, because the pocket absolutely collapsed around him. He stepped up in the parking lot, kept his eyes down the field, and threw a strike to number 3. Quarterback once again, handoff. A lot of weapons on this football team that I'm telling you about. Throws over the top, and it's a catch. He goes up, climbs a ladder, back shoulder throw over the would-be defender, who is actually taller than him, and he goes up, catches the ball at his highest point, and that's what you want your receiver to do. And big play. This SED Wolverines offense is very potent. And it's a catch. You look at that play. Up, climbs a ladder. Wow. And you got to give credit to this Coach BH. He's calling the game. He's dialing it up. He's keeping this North Philly defense on their heels between run and pass. Hand off to the right-hand side, cuts back to the middle. And flag blown after the play. I think that's going to be unsportsmanlike. And Wolverines punch it in once again, so that might be a dead ball foul. But shot out to the offensive coordinator. And previous game we talked about the challenges of the great elite offensive play calling, things of that nature. But you got to give credit to here, as SED Wolverines offensive coordinator just really dialing it up. Quarterback back to pass. He looks to the left, throws it to the corner, and overthrows him. So extra point is no good. So your score, ladies and gentlemen, with 1 minute and 18 seconds left in this first half, 26-14. SED, the number 1 team in the land right now, offensively looking like they are ready to take on the world. And return. Trying to get to the 40. He's ran from behind. And sack as SED defense is starting to step it up as well now. So they're starting to pour it on this Phillies team offensively and defensively. Hand off right up the middle. Second level, gets across the sticks, enough for a first down. And it seems like that consistency of that North Philly offense is back. That is what they depend on right there. So let's see if they move the chains. Oh, no, that would be back to the original line of scrimmage. And that will do it for the half, ladies and gentlemen. So your score is 26-14, SED over North Philly. When we come back, second half action right here on Generation X Youth Sports Network, powered by AG Sports.